So in today's session, we shall see about call, apply, and bind method. Everyone can see the screen, right? So I'm going to create one object where student is equal to object. I'm going to write first name, last name, Devu, and I'll have one function which is full name. So this thing you already know. Like I have to use return dot this dot first name, this dot first name plus this dot last name, and here double quotes which we use for space. Now I use console.log to check the value. Console.log, I'm going to write first we'll check the object, student object. So here if you see, it is showing an object. Now if I want to access first name, if I have to access first name, I'll write student dot first name. So if I go, I'll get the first name. If I want both the name, what I should be doing? I should be doing full name, right? So if I go there, it is showing like this. What should I do? Yes, I should be adding parenthesis. So I'll add parenthesis. And now if you see, I'll get that name. Now there's a call function. I'll create another object where student1, here I'm going to write name, write Samar, I'll write last name, here this should be first name. Now can I add these two names? I have not taken any function. Can I add? Like if I do here in the console.log, either I can do stu1 dot first name or last name. Is there any function to make it happen to complete Samat Kumar? No, right? So this is where we can use call method. So instead of full name, I am taking object of this one only, but I'll use call method. Full name dot call call. This is the call method. Inside this, I will pass this stu1, and now if you see, I got Samarth Kumar. So what did you understand by this? By using call method, I can call a function of a different object from another object. Look, I have taken student.fullname, this object, this function. But here the thing what I have added, I have passed call method passing the object which I need. Did you guys see that? So here there is one more method which is apply. This will also do the same thing. Look, Samarth Kumar. Now the thing is, if apply and do the same function, then why it is having two functions. So the difference here is that, so suppose here in this function, if I have to pass parameters, in this function I'll pass parameters city, comma, country. So here what I'll return this first name plus last name. Here I'll add plus operator, then again a plus operator. Wait, plus operator, then I need space. Then it should say from where he is. So here I will add from. Again I need space. So it will be city. Here it will show city. The parameter what I passed. You remember parameters, right? City. Then I'll add plus. Then there should be a comma. Plus double quotes, comma, again here plus this parameter. So here what it should happen means, when this function calls, I should pass a parameter there. So first I told you call and apply both were same, right? I will show you here. Here I have applied, here I'll make call. I'll remove this thing for now. You see how it is looking. Look here. It is showing both Samarth Kumar. It is adding both. The difference here is about parameters. So in apply method, you have to pass parameters like this city and country. So city will be Bangalore. For for apply method, it should be square brackets. I should pass the parameter like this. Bangalore, city is Bangalore, first parameter. Second parameter is India. Here first one without any array I can just add them. Bangalore, or else I'll change Bangalore, India. So if you see now, Samarth Kumar from Bangalore, India, Samarth Kumar from Bangalore, India. Even though these two does same, the difference is about parameter. I think I have not added space here. That is why. Yeah, now I'll add space. Look, Samarth Kumar from Bangalore, India, Samarth Kumar from Bangalore, India. But Samarth Kumar is from student 1. The actual name was Amrut Devar. So what apply and call will do, it will borrow that function here for applying for this. When I did applies to one apply, this function works for this. Both will do the same. What is the difference? Difference is that when you have to pass parameters, for apply you should pass parameters in the form of array. Call method you have to pass parameter as default, like a normal parameter. That is the difference. Got it? And you have one more method, which is bind. So instead of this, I'll do student dot full name dot bind, and here I'll pass to one. So apply and call, it was working like this, right? The difference is for parameters. You ignore the parameters. It was, wait, I'll remove the parameters and I'll show you. You understand the difference, right? So now I'm going for a normal example. Look here, first two example you look, Samarth Kumar. That means apply and call will borrow the function from this to this. The difference, if you have to know, you have to pass parameters here. Apply array, this is normal. So what bind method will do, if you look bind method, the output is not showing same. Can you see? So bind method is like a new function. So directly you cannot call this. You should assign it to a variable where new fun, this is the name. Here I have to assign it and I have to call this variable. So these are differences between bind. So if I go the new fun, again it is showing the same thing. When something is showing like this for function, that means you have to add parenthesis. Now if you see, Samarthana. What bind method will do, it will act as a new function. So that new function you have to assign it to a variable. That variable you should call as a function. So this is the difference between call, apply and bind. Understood all of you? This you might not use very often, but you should know this term. How call is different from apply and how apply is different from this thing, bind. I hope you are clear. Practice this multiple times until you understand. And next you have, I told you about a single button should call multiple examples, right? I mean multiple function. I'll create one button. So here I'll write click me. So here I'll write a function on click ABC. Here I'm writing the function ABC. I'll write an alert ALRT alert. I was clicked. I was clicked. I am function 1. So when I click, I was clicked. I am function 1. It is showing there, right? I will create another function element. I will add an alert. I was clicked. Function 2, and I'll write function xyz, and here I am clicked. I am function number 3. How to call these 3 different function on the same click? How we are able to do that? Hold on for a second. How you can do that means you can do it by ID. So instead of on click, what I'll do, I'll give ID. ID is equal to, I'll just write BTN, which stands for button. Here at the top, by ID I can capture that element, right? So I'll write var catch button is equal to document dot get element by ID. That's it. No inner HTML, nothing. I don't need what inner HTML is. I'm just capturing the element, which is BTN. So I'll check console.log. I'll check this catch button. Catch the button. So look, I have captured that button, right? So this is where you are going to use add event listeners. So for this button, you have 3 functions. So I am taking this variable, which is a button, dot add event listener. Like this I'm going to do. So here you have to write event. I will tell you how many types of events are there. First parameter is about event. So first event will be click. Okay. On click, what should happen? ABC function should invoke. So inside this, no need to call parenthesis and all those things. Look, even if you have not added parenthesis, it is in yellow color. That means it's a function. Now I will add. So for this button, this is the variable. For the same variable, I'll add 3 functions. all the three. Second function should be lmn, last one should be xyz. So when I click, there will be three functions invoking. Look here, click me. I was clicked, I am a function 1. Can you see this one? Okay. Look, I was clicked, I am a function 2. I am clicking OK. I was clicked, I am a function 3. So like this, n number of functions can be called for the same button. For the same button, you can do this with add event listeners. This will add an event. And here I told you about click, right? Here you have many more. When it comes to event, let it be like this. So here I'll create another button. I'll write events. First I'll write on mouse over. Like on click, you have on mouse over. On mouse over. I'm going to say alert. I was over. Look here, when you are using as double quotes, okay, inside the double quotes again you cannot use double quotes. You have to go for single. If otherwise you can make outside single, inside double, but you cannot have both. It will clearly give you an error. Either outside should be double or single, or inside should be double or single. Okay, or else if you have double quotes inside double quotes, it will give you error. So look now, on mouse over. I won't click. Just listen here. I won't click. I'll just move the mouse there. It was showing. I am. So on mouse over is also an event, and you have on mouse out. On mouse out. So now when I move my mouse, nothing happens. But when I take it out, it is called. So like this in Bitstream example, go through all the events. BitstreamIo tutorial. You have many more events. And you have one more on change. That on change we use for input. Let it open here. Look here, you have examples for call, apply, bind. Closures and async await, I will do it later. And I'll be doing this Ajax too at the same time. So here, yeah, DOM events. So here you have multiple events. Well, she has not added the events here. Like you have multiple events like on click, on change, on mouse over, on mouse out. So here add event listener, I can add multiple example here. So here for the same button, when on mouse over, this is the event ABC. So in ABC function what I'll write, in alert mouse is moved onto it. When there will be on mouse out LMN. LMN, in LMN I will say mouse was removed from button. Mouse was removed from button. This one I let it be for click. Now if you go there, look on the click me, when I go mouse, it's calling for 3. I was over. Well, it doesn't work. I think on mouse over there will be a function. When I remove, that will be a different function. On mouse over, on mouse out. Even if there is a letter wrong, it doesn't work. Just hold on a second. I'll remove these things. Like instead of alert, I should be doing something else. Like it should be a text there. Let me add a text there. H3 ID is equal to NMJ document dot get element by ID dot inner HTML is equal to I was moved in NMJ. Let me try this. Well, it is checking only for click. Well, I think I have made mistake here, but like this you can call multiple functions. Well, it should have been work, but it is not working. Yeah, let's go to this example. Even I have forward, but you can add like this as many as events there. So this is about add event listeners, but for click it is working, but even for this it should work. Just hold on for a bit there. So here to call this what I'll be writing this event. I'll go back to those things button. BUTTON button. So here I will write on click, right? On click. But here I have used only click, right? That means here if I am using on mouse over, here I should be using only mouse over. On I should be eliminating. Look now. Wait, I should remove it because it is taking for the whole thing. I'll add button. Now it will work. Everything will work. I just wanted to remove on there. Look, even I have taken a lot of time to do this, so I have forgot. So this is the case. If you don't practice day in day out, this is how difficult it will be. Look, I was moved in, right? I was clicked in, and when I come out, I was moved out. Wait, I'll write exactly the words here. I was moved in. I will add a break tag. Break tag when mouse over. I was moved in. Here, second one is XYZ. I was clicked in, and I will add a break tag. I was moved out, and I will add a break tag. Now it will work. I was moved in. I was clicked in. I was moved out. moved in, why it's coming twice? Because again here I have given mouse over, that is why it's coming twice. Now you have one button. For one button you have given three: mouse over, mouse out, mouse click. So what you learned here, when you are using as an attribute, it should be on click, on mouse over, on mouse out. When you are using for add event listener, you should be removing the prefix which is on. You know prefix and suffix, right? So on you should remove. That is the reason it was not working. Now it will work. On I was moved in, I was moved out, I was moved in, I was clicked, I was moved out. So this is the add event listener and the events. Events are nothing but on mouse over, on mouse down, up, everything you there. When you have this mouse and keeping this mouse on mouse up and you have on mouse down, it will work for over too. But if you want the mouse to work when it's on mouse up, you have attributes for that too. Look here, I'll show you. You can try on mouse. Look here, on mouse down, like when you hold the mouse and come down. On mouse leave when you move. So you have, these are all nothing but events. Okay. So in tomorrow's session I'll be talking about Ajax async await, and I think you have yeah, closures. So that will be your tomorrow last JavaScript session. So if you learn all these things, it will be better for you to learn JavaScript. So that's it for today. You have learned today add event listeners, events, event listeners, call, apply, bind. Get to know the difference between call, apply, bind. It's a mandatory question.